Hey, sorry about the inconvenience, gang. Thanks for being patient with us. Our connection just to YouTube completely disappeared there. So we're back in the mix. We'll be up and running here shortly. Thanks for hanging. Stephen O's in the house. What's up, homie? Good to hear from you. Everything going okay? How's your pops doing? Oh wow, is he? Yeah. Well, if he got it on the second, it's what the eighth now, so he should be getting back to rights at this point. Is he doing okay? Oh, so you got it too? This is your second time getting it, isn't it? Told you about hanging out in them clubs. Well, hopefully you guys are recovering. If you're on the internet and typing, it means you're alive. So that's the good news. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game Therapy. When we get this show on the road, shan't we? Uh, where's that weed at? Sniff out the weed. Sniff out the weed. There's the weed. Swamp weed, that is. A freestyle for your mind like Don Cheadle's kids. I did it well. So swell, can't you tell I'm too strong from the streets where I did it at? Left side, strong side, not no kitty cats kicking ass every day. And that's the way we did it, Black. Ho! Hey, something's chasing me. What up, homies? Oh, it's been too long, man. Let's kick ass all night right here. Oh, your buddy's coming to get me, but he missed. And he missed. Let's light you guys up with the extra credit. Hit you with this Hadouken. Hadouken! All in you too, buddy. Look at you trying to hit people. You're ridiculous. I was wondering when they were going to start hunting. When they start stalking you. It's like, alright, I saw the red dots on the map. It's like, oh, it's about to get real. Let's heal up. And let's save up while we're at it too. Da, 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 da. Steven says, yep. And, but I do not hang around clubs. I figured as much. I was just kidding, man. Just joking, joshing around with you, brother. I had assumed you were not the hangout in clubs type after having hung with you. But, you know, you don't want to make too many assumptions about people. Maybe you're just the club going kind of guy. But it does not surprise me to hear that you are not the club goer. All right, am I shooting people out here? Because I want to shoot. Yes, I am. Come get some. Ooh, they're going to come from distance, too, which means it's going to be an ass whooping when you get here. Come on. Come on with it. Come on with it. You need it. You need it. Oh, is he already retreating? Coward. I love that I actually hit him with that. That was cool. Coming up over the hill to get this ass whooping.com. Ah! One like a split second too late. Ah, how dare thee! How dare Unicron? Cybertron and all its moons belong to me. But remember, I belong to nobody. Alright. You know, I can kind of empathize with Megatron. I really can. I get where he's coming from. Like, just leave me alone. Let me do my thing, man. Why y'all gotta be all in my shit? Dead. That's what you are. D-E-D, dead. That's what you are. That's what you need to be. Oh, yeah, I got 3 of the 6. How many more do I need for kicks? It's 5 of the 6. Or 4, 5, 6, 4, 5. Let's see. Steven says, on another note, how are you? I'm doing great, man. Good to see you. Josh is in the house. What's up, Josh? Cass says, darn. Started streaming right when I need to hit the store. Oh, well, don't worry. I'm starting early tonight, so take your time. We'll still be here when you get back, most likely. Josh Quinn says, I think my sense of taste is improving. Excellent. Yeah, my son lost his sense of smell and taste too, but he definitely got it back. So be encouraged. It does return. Oh, dude, are you apologizing for a typo? Get out of here. What show have you been watching for the last 7 years you've been here? You don't need to apologize for that. Get out of here. Yeah, Jay, apologize for the things that matter. Don't sweat the small stuff, bro. Please. For your sake. Oh, I didn't heal up. Didn't heal up. Come on, baby. Get this loving that you need. All the loving that you need. All the loving. So much love I have in my soul to give, and y'all just... I just want to give you the love. That's all the eggs, baby. I'm going to take the rest of them, though. Don't think I'm not. Alright, now we got the Lurker Plague. I've killed all the lurkers. I've taken their eggs. They should... their descendants will be dead forever, which is awesome. Alright, and the map quest marker lit back up, but I need to check this one spot on the map because I need to know if it's water or underground. Because if it's the latter, we may find great things. Oh, yes, that is in this game. I couldn't remember if it was this or Risen. So it is this. And I keep confusing this game with Risen, although there is a spot in Risen that is reminiscent of this, and I think them snake things are in it too. So maybe it actually does come from both games. Ah, it's a rock. Okay, cool. Boop. Hey, what's that about? Let's see, Steven says, I'm taking a semester off. Oh, wow. I didn't know you could do that where you went to school. That's cool. Because aren't you on contract? You could just take a semester off under contract. Either way, that's cool, man. I hear you, Josh. I don't know everything. I don't know a lot about taste and smell. I just know they're connected. So whichever one comes back first, enjoy it. I shouldn't say I know they're connected. I should say I've heard from culinarians. Whether they're right or wrong, you'd have to ask someone else. Josh says, also, my mom told me it's the sense... Oh, okay, that was the one I already read. Oh, I hear you, Steven. I got you, man. Not under contract. Got it. I understand, my brother. All right, before we talk to Labaros... Now that we have Labrys giving us quests, I miss my man Wayne. Yeah, like for example, your the nerves in your nose and the taste bud, that whole throat, nose, ear, eye thing is connected. So like your sense of smell actually affects your taste. Meaning, like, if you ate peanut butter without a sense of smell, you'd only get the sweet part of the flavor. You'd miss more of the buttery stuff that hits in the back of the throat where your nose is. Right? You taste a little bit of the salt and a little bit of the sweet, but I think you'd miss the fatty flavor from the nuts. Right? Because the part of tasting is smelling. Like, if I didn't have a sense of smell and I hit my, I'd talk about my goal with fitness and I'm going to eat 3 Cinnabons that day, I would never eat a Cinnabon without a sense of smell because I wouldn't taste it properly. So, yeah. I think. That's what I saw on Good Eats, and that was Alton Brown that taught it. I don't know if that's true. That's something I saw on a TV show, so take this moron's, comments with a grain of salt.
Here are the eggs. Satisfied?
This is not about me. It's about the good of Blackwater. And you, my friend, have proved that you too have its best interests at heart.
Really? That's all I get out of your dumb ass? But tell me something, ho.
Greetings.
Can we speak now?
Now we can speak. What do you want to know?
What is it that you do here?
I came to Blackwater a long time ago, and the place fascinated me right from the start. It was here I found peace. My past fading away. The bad dreams stopped. And I knew right away that I had to stay here.
What happened in your past?
A long story. Just know this.
Thank God he's not going to tell
I used
it.
to be a paladin. I fought many battles. I deeply regret that today. Now I
All
do my
paladins
best
do,
to
brother.
good. And Blackwater's in need of my help.
All paladins feel that way, my brother. You are not alone. And I am taping up my fingers from the injuries that I've had because I'm not 100% healed, and now they're just uncomfortable when I have to touch things. So we're going to bandage up so that my skills with the controller can remain intact. Got him. I think we got both fingers good to go. What up, Tristan?
Paladins murdered my family. What can you tell me about them?
You see what I mean. The paladin's zeal and intolerance are getting worse. Robar leads them in the wrong direction. I'm sorry for what happened to your family.
Does Blackwater want your help?
I feel obliged to help these poor people. They take each day as it comes, without morals or community spirit. I'm doing my best to maintain order and safety, but that's not something everybody understands. People around here learn so slowly.
Hippie, what up, yo?
What do you do if someone doesn't want to learn?
Then they need to leave. A rotten apple spoils the barrel.
Ah, the barrel!
I can recognize rotten apples.
Why not just separate your apples and not keep them in a barrel? You don't have that problem.
What do you do if someone doesn't want to leave voluntarily?
Oh, I detest violence. violence used to be a driving force of my life. It makes one blind.
Oh.
But when I'm overpowered by my just wrath, then woe betide the one it falls upon.
Yes.
I won't have any immorality or malice in Blackwater.
Yes.
Mark my words.
Consider them marked.
So how do you feel about the mages?
They don't appreciate what I do for Blackwater. They should speak to me, but they ignore me. I could do a lot for them and their tree. I'd support them and protect them.
Don't know why I needed to hear all that. Hey, lady. What's happening? Let's get in here and do some talking, girl. Mama Hooker! My life is complete. Well, gang, it's been a great show. Thank you for everything. We're going to go ahead and shut the Bryant Chambers movement down now. We saved the world. Now that Mama Hooker exists, I know I have saved the world from everything I was meant to save it from. It's been a good run. I'm going to enjoy playing PlayStation offline now. I'm going to shut the cameras down. We're going to stop doing the movement. Everybody stop what you're doing. Go back to having fun or watching TV or whatever you did. The world's been saved. It's all good. Shutting it down. Where's the switch for the lights? Where's the light switch at? Get these lights out of here. Why are you drawing your bow, man? We're trying to get the lights off. Here we go. Boom. We shut it down. Y'all think I'm playing? Get up out of here. Where's that camera light at? Oh, getting the hell up out of here. Let's see. Where's the camera at? Say goodbye. Now that I know Mama Hooker exists, I ain't got shit. I won. I won life. Mama Hooker exists. What else is there for me to do? So, we don't need to do anything else. I mean, if y'all want to keep doing this book challenge, we can, but we won. We won life. Okay. All right. Everybody gets the joke. Let's get back to it. Mama, her name is Mama Hooker. Only on my show. Only on my show would we find Mama Hooker. Mama, it's been too long. I've needed you in my life. Thank you for being here. Mama Hooker.
Hey, sweetie. Interested in potions at all?
Is this something you know a thing or two about?
It's just a sideline. But before I teach you anything, I need a small service in return.
Nothing's free, I guess. What do you need?
My joints are troubling me again. It's the blasted humidity here in the swamp.
I know a recipe for an ointment, which might help.
I kind of like that.
A dozen lurking swamp
Little
spiders.
dark look.
Bring me the cobwebs, and I'll show you how to brew 2 useful potions.
I'll gladly help you for a couple of recipes.
A couple of
Where
recipes,
can I
Hooker.
find these lurking swamp spiders?
They live on the banks.
Oh, I
of
already
the
got one
swamp
of 'em.
slough.
Are they dangerous?
No, sweetie. They're tiny little spiders. However, they spin very large webs.
Of course they're
Take
dangerous.
a look around. If I find any cobwebs, I'll bring them to you.
Lying ass. I already got one of them. Where's the rest? Oh, I wonder if that was why that thing was lit up on my map before. Because was I there early before I was supposed to be there? It's the pregunta. La pregunta. Esto es la pregunta de los dinos y las chaquetas muy grandes en el sábado gigante.
An adventurer, a fellow just.
Oh no, Turbo says her son still can't taste peanut butter correctly. That's a travesty.
I came here before the war to find a
I don't know.
legendary artifact.
I don't remember the last time I went a day without peanut butter.
No, I found swamp fever instead. I've been lying flat on my back for weeks now, but I need that artifact.
Well, what is it?
A legendary water chalice. It would look great in my collection.
What's in it for me if I find this chalice for you?
Yes.
I teach you how to make it a useful amulet.
Ah,
Yeah?
a
Something
useful
you know how
amulet,
to
you
do?
say.
Years ago, a blacksmith in Corinthus taught me the technique.
Okay, so what can you tell me about this chalice?
Okay. So what can you tell me about this chalice?
The famous mage VECTREX.
Ah,
found it on one of
VECTREX.
his expeditions. He called it the water chalice.
The water
and sent his
chalice.
apprentice to Tushu with it. The chalice was supposed to be examined.
What happened to the chalice?
It was lost. VECTREX's apprentice never reached Tushu. I wanted to follow his trail, but the fever...
Where should I look for the water chalice?
A tracker I spoke to claimed the apprentice's trail disappears at a goblin cave west of Blackwater. He didn't trust himself.
Oh, I
to go
killed all those
inside.
goblins, man. You good. And I think I got your water chalice, don't I? Didn't I pick up the water chalice when I killed all the goblins?
Ah,
What is it that...
I'm an explorer. I heard about the water and the damn war broke. Now it's terrible.
Are you...
Yes, I heard that Saturn was under siege by this damn king of Mitana.
King
No
Ruba.
harm comes to my collection.
Oh no, Nathaniel Mitchell lost his sense of smell too. Damn, guys, come on, let's get healthy now. Heal up. Speak healing over y'all. What's up, Suba?
What have you got? Swamp fever?
Yeah. For weeks, I can hardly stand on my own 2 feet.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. Now get out of my way. Hey, slow down, slow down. I need to talk to you. Slow down. Slow your ass down. Aren't you the dude I just spoke to?
Boss, do me a favor, eh?
You are, just with a different accent.
I'll make you rich.
Says a man coughing in the swamp.
Don't deceive yourself, eh? Find my bag. You'll see then.
Why should I look for your bag?
You can keep it, boss. A valuable bag with gold ornaments and stuff, ain't it? I'll get its contents.
I'm more interested in its contents.
It's purely personal. Completely worthless to you.
You want a bag? You mean something like this?
Excellent, boss. The contents for me, the bag for you, right?
Wrong.
Bag with golden ornaments. Even your name is marked inside it. So you're Boren.
What? Boran? This can't be!
Then I'll have to ask Boren myself.
Boss, that's not necessary.
Am I gonna have to kill your ass, Shakes? Okay. Don't step wrong now. Don't you step too good. Find the water chalice of Endor. So Suba has to not die for 30 more hours. Damn. Hell no. Thank you for telling me about that game. I'll never play it with that kind of trophy. Peace. Thank you. 30 hours. I mean, who do these developers think they are? There's a million games. You think we want to play all of them for 200 hours? It's just a gaggle of whores. I don't know how else to classify that. But it was run by a gaggle of whores. Video games was ruined by a gaggle of whores. Dig it up, dig it up. Oh no, that's not a dig up joint? Really now? Hey, is this the cave where I already killed everybody? I think that's the cave where I already killed everybody. Which means that thing was a dig up spot, but I already dug it up. Because I'm what you call a cold beast. See, Steven says, B, last year when you had the Rona, it was... I got you, man. Well, hey, you're a resilient guy, Steven. No surprises, man. No surprises. A word. Okay, let's get it. Killing. Anybody else want some Debo right quick? I got all you need. 1 hour per day. Gotcha. Harley, what's up, homie? What's going on in your world? Gotcha. Ooh, we got the people here, man. All right, let's get into it tonight, gang. Welcome to Game Therapy. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Let's set this jammy off with the question of the night. Ooh, tonight's a fun one. Tonight's a fun question. I'm really looking forward to hearing everybody's answers for this. What is your favorite scary movie? Let's hear it. Favorite scary movie in the comments section. Let's see what we got. Steven says, B, I think you would like The Book of Boba. Okay, cool. Working on it. Let's see. Harley's working on dating this nurse. Ain't going well. Sorry to hear that, Harley. Hang in there. Nathaniel says, I could be tripping, but I feel like my hearing got better since you lost your... Yeah, no, that's not tripping at all. Your body adjusts. The other senses pick up with the... Your other senses will pick up when other senses lose their ability. Will says, you will not ignore me. Bagilagara! What? Where did you post before that? Oh, no, that's the quote. That's the quote from the movie we did together. Drew, hey, everybody. Number 23 in Madden is in the comment section. Everybody say hi to him. Will W. Drew, well, we call him Drew in my family because that's my cousin, man. What's up, brother? So number 23 in our Madden game, one of the baddest defensive backs ever, and currently I think the number 1 defensive back in the league. Well, if he's not number one is another guy on our team, so he's behind him. But we got a nucleus of badass dudes, and that is led by none other than Will W. right here in the comments, man. What's up, man? He says, you will not ignore me, Bagilagara. I will destroy you. That's so the quote he just put in the comments was from a film. I think that was our 3rd film together. We made a bunch of short comedy films when I first, like our early beginning of YouTube days. Me and Drew and a couple of his other friends, one in particular named, I called him J. Remy because his name is Jeremy, but we called him J. Remy. We filmed these skits together. And it was like I always tell you guys, my start on social media, as far as video is concerned, I have been working on what became social media since 1992. But my first video stuff I did was back in 2007 with this guy. So at some point I'll dig those videos up and let you guys see just the... There's a lot of heart put into those videos, man, but I think they were only funny to us. But yeah. That's my man Will W in the comments, bro. Number 23 in Madden. Number 1 in your heart. I love it. But so the quote is directly, I'm playing a character called Improvisor, and his name is Drew Bagilagara. And the Bagilagara are this race of people that always come to save the world when the world is turned into hell. So the scene is one of the elders, me, the Improvisor, bestowing upon the new Bagilagara, or the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn didn't exist when we filmed this, but we called our people the Bagilagara. And so the Bagilagara, he was being crowned as the new Bagilagara, and I was basically the Obi-Wan Kenobi handing him the lightsaber. And like I told you guys, the shit in our heads is always more interesting than video games. Like, that's the type of shit we came up with. That's why I look at these video games like, this story's terrible. Our Bagilagara story is better than that shit. Oh, man. Anyway, that's a little trip down memory lane. What? Stacy, no! They canceled your commencement. They're not going to let you guys do like a makeup in the summer when this is all over so your family can come and see you walk? That doesn't make sense. Come on, they're going to do a makeup for y'all, Stacy. Stop it. Maybe they can't do it when it's due, but they can do a makeup in the summer and get quit like my mom did hers whatever the year before COVID happened. And I got to be at hers, and I think I terrified everybody in the audience because my mom has hearing loss. So when she went across the stage, there was probably 1,000 people at this thing in this convention center. And I screamed at the absolute top of my lungs for her, which is something I don't typically do. I usually try to maintain a low profile and look cool. But I was like, I'm going to act a fool when she goes across the stage. I said, I'm going to scream so loud my mom can hear me. And I said, Mom, did you hear? She's like, yes, baby. Everybody heard you. You big dummy. Screaming at people at the convention center. I said, hey, that's love, damn it. I embarrassed myself for you. The Shaman of the Venom Tooth Tribe. Harley's listening to Stevie Wonder. Harley says, my live today, I told my students, we got engaged, so yeah, I'm going to need you to agree to marry me so they don't think I'm a liar. She had a good laugh. That's good stuff. All right, so Turbo Lens posted the question tonight. Thank you, Turbo. What is your favorite scary movie? Harley says Texas Chainsaw. I still need to see that. I apologize to everybody in the room for not having seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You guys know me. I'm not a big movie guy. Wasn't a big TV guy either. Like growing up, I had my shows and I had my movies that I liked, and I kind of just stayed in my lane. I liked what I liked. It's not that I'm not adventurous. It's just I don't like wasting time with shit that's boring. So I do other things. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a definite must-watch. As much stuff as I've watched about it, at some point I got to sit down and watch it. I've seen clips of it. I walked in on one of my boys' moms watching it. I was like, well, this is an interesting group of white folk. What are they getting up to? And it was like, oh, that's what they getting up to. I was like, damn, that's what they do on farms? And this is shit. Glad I grew up in this, kind of in the city. Shit. These people are crazy. See, Josh says, I don't have a favorite scary movie since horror is my most favorite genre. Okay. Well, just give us one of your favorites. Then, make something up. Oh, okay. First rule of show business, guys. All of you that tell me you want to be influencers and podcasters and all that shit. First rule of show business. Learn how to lie. Make up something. I don't have a favorite. My favorite is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Get out of here. Make something up. Don't ever leave the audience hanging. like, I mean, not hanging, but always just have a story to tell. It doesn't have to be the exact right answer, because I know I have sticklers for altruism in here, as you should be. But just make something up. Just make up a story. At least that's what Seinfeld and Conan O'Brien taught me in all my lessons with watching them talk about how to do show business. Also, take it from a guy who left show business because he did not like the people who run the slave ship. So I got out of it. So whether or not you want to take my advice is up to you. Oh, man. Hippie says, that's a hard question considering I hate scary movies. Okay. Maybe when I give you my answer, it'll help you think outside the box. Should I call you number 23 or just Will? Hey, 23? I don't think I don't recognize you, old poop butt mother. Anybody know that? Asuba's here. He should know that movie reference. A23. If he pulls that one, he's the GOAT. If Suba can pull the A23 quote, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. But then Jolly gives him a run for his money too when he's here. So they may have to be Jordan and LeBron battling it out to see who the GOAT is of the movie quotes. Go to the movie quote. I'm still pissed that they're not doing a makeup for Stacy. Hey, let's throw Stacy a graduation. Can we do that? Let's rent out a convention, and she's going to be the only person to cross the stage. We're going to get Queen Latifah to come speak, because that's who spoke at my mom's. She's probably not that busy. And it's just going to be Queen Latifah giving a speech to all of us, and then we'll just hand her a diploma, and we get the hell out of it. We go to lunch. Let's go to Pizza Hut or something. Is Pizza Hut still around? No? All right. I tried, Stacy. They don't want to act. They don't want to cooperate with us. I tried to get you a graduation, but I guess the movement let us down. I guess they let us down. All right, let's not get killed by the trolls in this cave. Or am I going back to the surface of the cave? Yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I think. No. Wrong. Wrong answer. There's just more forking paths. Just wanted my mom to see me walk. That's what hurts. But I'm okay. Mom says we will have one. Okay, cool. Mom's going to take care of it. Everybody stand down. Stand down, gang. Stacy and Mom have it. Who am I putting my hands up to? I don't know. I don't know what's happening anymore. They said they'll reschedule and are... Okay, so they are going to at least give you... Okay, because that's what happened to my mom, too. Like, it had to get rescheduled and et cetera and et cetera. So, okay, at least they're going to give you the option. I'm like, there's no way after you spend all that money, they're not going to do a makeup date. That's ridiculous. Oh, I remember my walk. It was fun for about 5 minutes because my graduation was hosted by Tom Joyner. He was the MC, and you talk about a showman. And I've known Tom Joyner since I was a little kid. He's been on the radio since forever. But he spoke at my graduation, and he was fantastic. For the 5 minutes they let him talk, and then they brought up some boring African dude, and he just put everybody to sleep. I was like, all right. Like, because homie's accent was thick, and it was like he was talking about shit, and you saw literally, you could look up at the teleprompter, and literally you saw people falling asleep, and they would see themselves on the teleprompter and jump up like, oh shit, that was me. Like, yeah, we already saw you, bitch. Oh, the best part of my graduation was looking up at the teleprompter and seeing people sleep in the audience that the camera was panning around, because he put everybody to sleep and talk long. Like, bring Tom Joyner back up. Who is this dude? Fucking Kwame from Captain Planet? Let our powers go. Get your black ass out of here and bring Tom Joyner back. I'm still, you could tell I still am emotional about that. And that was 47,000 years ago. I told you I'm an ageless being. But apparently 47,000 years ago, Tom Joyner was there too, so he's an ageless being. But y'all already knew Tom Joyner was an ageless being. That shit isn't a mystery. Oh my God, look at everything that's in this grave, son. Ooh. Wait a minute, that's weaker than what I'm carrying, right? I don't know. All right, now let's check the weapon. Look how cool this is, though. I was searching the cave. Just a little willingness to explore. We find this little cliff top with the sleeping mat. Thank you for that. And it's right up here, and you get this view of Tushu, the tree village. How beautiful is that? I'm going to take my glasses off just so I can see how gorgeous the all green is. Jesus. Could we have tightened up the colors a little bit, artists? Maybe not just green, maybe little accents of blue in there. A little orange, purple. Just saying. Anyway. Philippe Courtois, or Courtois if you prefer. Does Deer Hunter qualify as horror? I don't know. I'm not familiar with Deer Hunter. Let's see, Nathaniel Mitchell says The Haunting of Hill House was his favorite scary movie. Yes, Rion, the favorite scary movie is The Question of the Night. Okay, Broken Suba just said words I don't understand, so I'm sure he's picking some esoteric, nerdy, elitist movie so he can sound like a horror enthusiast. I couldn't even finish shitting on him without laughing. I couldn't even finish the joke. It's just like, how far can I take the asshole meter to my friends? How shitty can you be to somebody in one sentence? I couldn't finish it. I'm sorry, Suba. I tried to shit on you and I laughed in the middle of it. I'm failing tonight at making fun of people. Ryan likes Event Horizon. That's some scary shit. That movie actually scared me. No bullshit. But not because of like jump scare. Like just what actually scared me about the film was its fucking plausibility. That's what actually makes that movie scary. It's not the jump scares or the eeriness. It's literally, I was watching that shit like I was like, Event Horizon scared me because it felt like watching a documentary. And it was like, oh, fuck, that's what it is. No! Because in your mind, you can get there. Like, I could totally see that shit happening. Fuck, stop this space travel shit, Elon. Because, no, you saw Event Horizon, get out of here. Let's see, Josh's pastor's funeral was yesterday afternoon. Did not get to go, but your mom, she was hoping for a memorial service from the church. Got you. Ryan says Glenn Ross is terrible. You know what? In a weird, funny way, that movie is anxiety-inducing to watch. It can be. I could see you skewing that into a horror movie. I could see Glenn Ross. See, I saw that movie. I don't miss everything. Turbo says, I don't do scary alone. Gotcha. Have you ever seen any that you liked, though? Stacy says, LOL, bro. I'm serious, man. Look at it this way, Stacy. At least your graduation got canceled. You know, you didn't have to listen to Kwame from fucking Captain Planet get up there and talk and fucking bore everybody to sleep. Get your ass up out of here. Oh, God, I'm sorry. I'm disrespecting that guy who I'm sure has been dead for 20 years at this point because he was 90 when he was talking. I'm sure his family hates me, and that's fine. They probably should. Terrible person. Oh, God. Thank you for the laugh, Stacy. Woo! That got me going tonight. Josh says, your graduation was hosted by Tom Joyner? Yes, sir. Tom Joyner Morning Show, baby. Let's see, Stephen O says, I like Aliens or The Thing. Good choices. Good choices. I have not seen either of those movies since I was very young. And I barely remember Aliens. I remember it being scary as shit. Ryan says, funny story related to Event Horizon. A guy at Los Alamos actually formed a cult, eventually blowing himself up attempting to open a portal to hell. That's awesome. That's exactly how his life... They should have wrote a book about him. Why aren't we talking about him still? I feel like that guy had life figured out. And I feel like if more people like him would do what he did, we'd get rid of a lot of people who don't need to be here anyway because they're miserable and they're making everybody else miserable. And then it's great. Like if you can multiply him by everybody else like him, I guarantee you there wouldn't be Democrats and Republicans. Everybody would get along. Like we just get rid of those people. I think they're the problem. So yeah, please keep starting whatever it is you're up to. Get in there. See, Turbo says, I don't remember the name of it, but the book fan who broke... Oh, Misery! Shit, that movie is terrifying. Josh Quinn says, I heard it was a good funeral. That sounds like a band name and an oxymoron. Hey, somebody start a band called Good Funeral. I'm telling you, you'll make millions. Just listen to me. Listen to me, damn it. Start a band called Good Funeral. You will make millions. I mean, you got to make good music too. Right? Don't completely suck, but we can market around mediocre music and you'll be fine. I was going to say, how did that miss? Because he's dead. Dude, I know that's not the only one in here. You are not going to have me believe this. Damn, that bird just dead. Just chilling dead, man. Yeah, I knew they weren't. I knew that first one wasn't the only one in here. That was obvious. These things never roll in a pack of one. That never happens. Ever. Ever. Jean-Luc Picard. Let's see, Ryan says Glen Ross was a fever dream. Watching it gave me flops, sweats, and made me question reality in the same way. You're not, nothing you're saying is, it's funny, but what you're saying is actually true. That movie is anxiety inducing. That's why I don't know why people love it so much. Like, do you just like having... I think there's actually a contingent of people on Earth who anxiety is their baseline. Like, they're not comfortable. I dated a person like that, where they're not happy unless they're miserable. And she actually started fights with me because she was uncomfortable that we didn't fight enough. So everybody that thinks I had a completely easy road to this marriage thing, hang in there. I got some stories. But literally, picked fights with me because she didn't think we fought enough, and that was a sign of an unhealthy relationship because we didn't fight enough. What I tried to help her with was, hey, people who get along don't fight. They collaborate. And if we have a disagreement, we still collaborate. Doesn't have to be a fight. It could totally just be both of us coming together, say, this is your side, okay, this is my side. Let's figure out where we got some commonality, okay, here and here. Where do we absolutely disagree? Okay, and which one of us, we have to compromise in some way, shape, or form, right? So which one of us cares about this issue more? You. Okay, great. Let's go with your thing. Easy way to solve a dispute. But she was not having that. I'm not a fighter or an arguer. I will interrogate the truth, right? I will have discourse with people to try to uncover the truth and challenge assumptions. I hate fucking arguing. That shit is exhausting. And so it's I don't ever want to fight. Let's just be cool. If you disagree with me, just tell me what I did, and then we'll talk it out. And then I'll own my side of the shit, and I'll fix it, and then you own yours, you fix it, we gonna win. And nope. was, and you know, and in her defense, came, you know, her at-home life was tough. You know, and some of her dating relationships were less than healthy. And so her vision of the world was, hey, if it's not complete misery, it's going to go wrong. Because the only stable relationship that I had known she had at that time, we were kids, so it's not like we were 30-somethings who had been in 40 relationships. But the only real stable relationship I had seen her be in was one that was mutually abusive between the two of them, hating on each other. So I'm like, hey, I'm not the dude. Let's just have peace, baby. If you want to fight, I'm not your guy. I got nothing but love and respect for the both of ya. So that's how I feel about Glengarry Glen Ross. Like, why you want to do this? Let's not fight. Let's be cool. We don't have to have anxiety. But yeah, no, my read is that there are people who, if they're not in anxiety, they're just not happy, and so they cause anxiety. I've met many of them. Because I think it's I think what's really at stake there psychologically, I have no idea, I'm just spitballing, but it's something along the lines of they always know they're going to be anxious about something, so they'd rather just stay in that energy than ever, like, because if they have a moment of peace, they know the anxiety is coming back, so they just rather be anxious all the time, and then they make everybody around them also fucking anxious. Like, hey man, I like the peace part. Can I have that? You be anxious? No? Okay. So to be around you, I have to be crazily anxious too? All right. Got it. So hanging out with you, done. Not going to be friends. Harley says, The Thing is one of my favorites too. Let's see, Josh says, my dad likes to listen to Tom Joyner Morning Show when he is in the car. He might still listen to the show. Yeah, he probably, I mean, Tom Joyner is a showman, bro. He's a beast. Like, he is extremely good at what he does. At least since I've known him. He's always been dope. Like, and that's a long time to be dope. You know, if he's been doing it at least since I was in school. So that was back during the Civil War. So do the math. All right, so it looks like Suba for once did not get my movie reference, so I feel good. I feel vindicated. I finally got one on him. MPA chopped it to pieces so it wasn't received well. I could see that. It does have jumps. I mean, Jesus, I haven't seen that movie in a long time, so I remember very little of it, but I remember being terrified. Yeah, but Turbo's movie is crazy too, man. Misery, woof, with James Caan and what's my homegirl from Fried Green Tomatoes? She's a dope ass actress too. Dang it, I forgot her name, but she's a beast. I like when she plays roles. I'm in. Suba loves the Poltergeist. Poltergeist, woo! If you would have asked me my scariest movie when I was a kid, I probably would have said Poltergeist. That movie. I saw that as a child, and I remember thinking, well, I don't think we ever need to stay at a hotel or turn the television on again. Let's just read books, man. Let's read books, and let's keep the television off. Let's see, Turbo says, B, you see your team around you? Glad you feel our presence. Oh, yeah. The one thing I will never do is take y'all for granted. I appreciate y'all quite a damned bit. You're awesome. Thank you for being so. Okay, I think that's the little rooster's nest I was in a second ago, right? In two shoe that way? Yep, that's it. That's got to be it. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys to no end, Turbo. Thank you very much for being awesome. Taxes. The only healthy couples fight archetype. An awful person to be stuck in a relationship with. Having to help people learn to communicate. Yeah, I had a great mentor one time teach me. He said he saw a woman that I was trying to take out on a date, and he pulled me aside. He's like, "Hey, bud, would you like to have to spend the rest of your life discipling your wife?" I was like, "All right, point taken. I'll go break this shit off." You do not want to have to. That's why the Bible says, "Do not be unequally yoked." I think that has to go with wisdom too. Like if you're a supremely well-studied, wise person, don't be hanging out with people that ain't prudent and dumb. That shit ain't gonna end well. It's one thing to be uneducated and ignorant. You can fix that, but you can't fix willfully stupid. That's a whole other ball of wax. Or willfully ignorant is a better way to say it, because I don't like to put intelligence in it, because, to a degree, intelligence is you get what you get. But you can develop wisdom regardless of where your intelligence level is. And I recommend that all do it. Hey, shit! That thing scares me every time. Every time that thing gets me. And why did they use horse sounds? Don't you even try that shit, ho. Going underground. You done lost your mind. I ain't the one. Oof, them things get... That one, I think, gets me every time I play this game. It's like, there's always one that gets me. There's always one, Johnny. Ryan says, dude, that was my grandmother. Always fucking with shit because when nothing was going on, something bad could happen. Yeah. I just, the balls of anxiety, folks, man, I avoid them like the plague. And it's not because I think they're bad people. It's just, for my personality, it's oil and water. To put somebody extremely extroverted with somebody who's extremely neurotic, the only way I've seen that work is if both people are extremely flexible and can weave in and out of both modalities, right? Like if they're all extrovert and can't see an introvert's perspective or a neurotic's perspective, or they're all neurotic and can't go the other way, and they have no flexibility or agreeableness, shoot. I wouldn't do it. I ain't gonna say I'm the reigning expert on that shit. But that to me smells like a recipe for people fighting a lot. And if you won't take my word for it, I have heard Jordan Peterson say something to the same effect. So take it from someone who's actually an expert in that stuff, not me. And how many of these damn bugs are there? Alright, come on. Come on, let's take you back to town and kick ass. That's all I'm doing. Is he still aggressing, or did he fly back? Oh, he's still aggressing. I felt that shit. Good thing I saved right before I got into these fisticuffs. But yeah, like I've seen people who are so neurotic that they are not comfortable around people who aren't. I've actually had it affect my job in the past. Unpleasant. And, you know, obviously that goes both ways. I'm sure I probably was more unpleasant to them than they were to me. They were mildly annoying. I think they thought I was the fucking Antichrist. Or at least that's what they told the owner of the company. who was my boss at the time. All right, Ryan, we'll see when you get back, homie. Kathy Bates, thank you, Tag. Thank you very much. Because that was going to bother me. I was going to have to look it up later with my obsessive tendencies. She was in a season of American Horror Story that my wife was watching. I watched that season just for her. Bone chilling. I believe it. She is a great, like, I love her. You know where my favorite things to see her in are actually comedies. When she does comedy, especially if she's either the straight person or like the overly just obnoxious, like she kills, man. She's so good. No, Tag, your life should be broken down into I know you're joking, but that's a good segue into break your life down into 3 categories. 33% of time spent with people who you're bringing up. 33% of your time spent with your brothers and sisters in your tribe who are your peers. 33% of your time with the people who are building you up. Like today, I went to see one of the people who's building me up. Actually, 2 of them. One of them is my mom. Right? So I went to see people who were building me up today. And then I came home to people I was building up. I had a family meeting with my homies, my sons, to talk about the faith that I have in them. And that they had a pretty egregious mistake they made this week. But I needed them to know that, yes, I was pissed off. And yes, my expectations and my trust in them was bruised. But I was never going to stop trusting them. I was never going to lose faith. My faith in them is eternal. And I will continue to invest that faith until we get a return on that investment. Period. I will never leave, forsake, or turn my back on you. But you've got to get to a place where this is not our performance, right? That's the type of stuff. So you're good. That's just 33% of your time, man. And, you know, those numbers are arbitrary. Spread them out how you like. Apply them as necessary and as appropriate. No, switch. Man, the targeting system in this game is so good. How did they get it that good this long ago? And other games still struggle with this. Man, the targeting system in this game. Like, every RPG should just do it like that. I mean, the controls could be a little more fluid. Don't get me wrong, they're a little stiff, but that's every, game either made by Piranha Bytes or modeled after their games is stiff like that to me. I know those I knew you was gonna be there. I knew you was gonna be there, ho. Look at you, pimping. You ain't pimping. You're hoeing. Come on up here. You ain't gonna hit me. You can't hit me. I'm too high. I'm too high. Not the kind of high you thinking, though. Damn it. Come on, man. Gotcha, bitch. I hear lurkers, too. Oh, you coward-ass cowards. How you gonna sneak up on me when I'm fighting the real... Oh, look at you getting bad. Better get bad too, Jack. Because if you don't get bad, you know what happens next. I don't need to say it. Heal up. Save up. Oh, I almost titled tonight's stream, and I need to write this down because I will title a future stream, but we'll have the conversation here too, since a lot of these stories repeat. But I was going to title tonight's stream, I finally figured out why I really hate Dark Souls. And I was able to actually break down, like I always talk about the obtuseness and the puzzly nature of the fights. But when I started to evaluate, like I could literally take a person who's never played football and put them in a game of John Madden, and they would have the same problem. And John Madden doesn't tell you. I mean, John Madden will give you advice on what plays to run, and you intuitively know what to do to play football, but to actually run plays effectively, it's kind of like Dark Souls. It would be like solving a puzzle if you had never played football before. So I was like, all right, let me have empathy for the Dark Souls guys. What is really at the heart of me hating the game? And I think I figured it out. And that's because you're asking me to go into a fight without knowing what I'm supposed to do. I've never had to do that. And I think so the two things that are at play here, I think in order to really, really love Dark Souls, and obviously there's going to be exceptions to the rule. This isn't a rule, it's just an observation. I think to really, really love Dark Souls, you have to love solving puzzles, which I don't hate. I just hate the way they're presented in Dark Souls. I'm okay with puzzles. I just hate them interrupting my momentum in something else like they do in those games. But I think you also have to be naive about your ability to fight another person. Like, you have to have a childlike fool's rush in to the battle in order to have the confidence and the aggression to pick up the moves and fight. Because everything, I don't have any naivety about fighting. Like, I can size a person up, know if I'm outmatched, and know it's time to break contact. Like, I can do some things. I'm not the best, but I know probably more than 99% of people about how to handle myself in a combative situation. But if I had more naivety, I would just rush in and enjoy the challenge. But because I know the cost of fighting and death kind of sucks, I approach a fight, I think, with more trepidation than an average player who's just having fun would. Because I'm thinking, oh man, I'm going to die. And to me, dying in a game means something. Like, I don't ever want to die. I don't ever want to lose. And so I think why I really hate Dark Souls is because you're sending me into a fight without telling me what I need to do before I get there. Like, you're just, hey, go there and if something's going to happen, it's like you get there and it's a fight. It's like, well, I don't know exactly how to fight this guy. Why would you have sent me into this fight without training? And it's like, well, the fight is the training. Well, fuck you. Send somebody that knows what they're doing. We're all dead if you send me in there. Like, my brain just can't turn off the lack of, I think, naivety that I have about combat. But I don't know. That's just an idea. Damn, more than wasps? Fuck them wasps. I'm in this part. I'm not where I think I am. That was like, what? Where'd all these wasps come from, ho? It's like, you on the wrong side of town, bitch. That's where them wasps came from. You get your ass home. And if I could see I'm running. Damn, I'm all the way on the other side, Jesus. Damn, I ran right through the wasp nest. That means them big ass snake joints are coming too. Zigzag, baby, so they can't hit you. Zigzag so they can't. There's the snake. What up, homie? Stay cool now. It don't look like you staying cool. You staying cool? That don't look cool. That looks like, damn, I got 19 monsters chasing me in this game right now. It's awesome. Wait, what hit me? Damn, these things are fast as hell. Oh, more of you? Alright, we made it. Come on, baby. We made it. Oh, sweet Jesus is the Lord. Sweet Jesus is the Lord of earth. I think if my last name was Sweet, or if my last name was Jesus, I would name some of my kids Sweet. Sweet Jesus. Kaz says, that's basically what Demon Souls is about. You're in a place with minimal support, trying to piece together the mysteries, and nobody expects you to succeed. Right, and so, because I don't have any naivety about how that would really go, which is, you'd be dead in the first fight. Why are we doing this? Right, like, everything in my training tells me, don't fight entrenched targets that are better than you. Go develop yourself and get better. And you don't get better by trying to kill the thing that's capable. You know what I mean? Like, it's like asking me to win the Super Bowl without ever playing a down of football. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my, you know what I mean? Like, video games create that. And it's like, it's so, I get it. You're trying to create a Disney ride for somebody who hasn't done this for real. But for the people who have, like, come on, dude. Really, I'm Solid Snake. I'm the best secret agent ever, and I don't even have a map of the motherfucking place I'm going to. Fuck out of here. Like, this dude would have been dead in minutes if Metal Gear really happened. So it's kind of like when you realize Santa Claus, and it's like, come on, man, with the Santa Claus shit. This is dumb. Tag says, I think when someone is able to finally grasp the convoluted control scheme that Dark Souls has and stay cool in combat, then the game becomes fun. It's a stress dance fighting simulator. I would agree with stress dance puzzle simulator. I don't call what Dark Souls does fighting because it doesn't resemble anything that looks like fighting. It resembles a crazy person doing dumb shit that should get them killed but doesn't. That's how I think of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, now, I would admit, if I was willing to go through the obedience, like what I would call Dark Souls is a damn obedience simulator. Fuck all that fancy shit you said. I'm just not I'm not an obedient just for the sake of being an obedient person. So if you give me a set of rules and that shit doesn't make sense, I'm out. Like, I'm going to the place where the rules make sense. In Dark Souls, they don't. You know? Like, that's more the issue that I couldn't get over. But yeah, how do you stay cool in combat without even knowing how to fight? And I think it's because most players don't value death the way that I do. Like, for me, death means something. That shouldn't happen if I'm good, right? But it's a game where dying is how you get good. Well, don't sign me up for that shit. I don't like dying. Like, basically, it's a game for people who like being losers for a really long time to be a winner. It's like, I like winning too much. I think you have to like losing to enjoy this shit. And I hate losing. And Cass says, you're just trying to win because you're essentially immortal and will come back as a soul if you die over and over. Okay. Demon Souls is the only one you play, though. Got you. Tag says, it reminds me of the old NES frustration. At least Dark Souls doesn't delete your file and make you start over. Yeah, well, a lot of the old frustrating NES games were just fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, Ninja Gaiden is ridiculous. It's a fun game, but once you get past the 5th level, it's just stupid. It's like, why? Other than a 9-year-old, who in the fuck is going to sit here, you know, unless you run a YouTube channel where doing that is what pays you money. Like, who's going to spend their Saturday getting good at that shit? Like, go lift some weights, eat an apple, and help an old lady with her groceries. Put Ninja Gaiden down. It's not teaching you any skills, but how to memorize a dumbass level that a person created to make overly hard for you. It's silly. Like, I would never play Ninja Gaiden again. I'm good. Unless I had a game genie. Super says, I don't know, B. Naivety could work both ways. You'd either overconfident and get your ass whooped, which is what most people in Dark Souls do, or you're overly cautious. But no, I think the naivety, think about it, Suba, I think you may be missing some of the nuance of what I'm saying. The naivety has a specific context. I'm not just saying naive person. I'm saying naive person that doesn't know how to fight. That same naive person knows they're playing a video game, that it's not real, so they're going to have tendencies, potentially in a fight, where they're going to be willing to fools rush in and do that shit. Whereas a person who's trained to fight things isn't going to see something come out of the ground and be 9 feet tall and be like, hey, we should probably walk over to that. Walking over to that is probably one of the ways we should kill it. No, let's get things and throw it at it and keep it the fuck away from it. You know what I mean? Like, I think you have to have the naivety to even think through, because someone that knows how to fight isn't going to rush into that shit. They're going to know they're going to get an ass whooping. You know, like when Jolly was yelling at me during God of War. He's like, you're not getting close enough. Oh, to the thing that has 40-foot wings? Yeah, no, you're not supposed to get close to that in a fight. That's stupid. It has 40-foot fucking wings. Stay within 60 feet of it and rain that. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just the ways it's not knowing what you're supposed to do. The way it asks you to fight is silly. And I think having, and obviously correlation, not causation, Suba, but I think having that naivety would be a prerequisite to greatly enjoying the game. Because if you didn't know fighting this giant thing is stupid, because you know about force multipliers and gaining tactical advantages in actual warfare, you would just say, oh, it's a video game, I'm going to rush in. But I don't ever play a video game thinking, oh, it's just a video game, let's rush into the thing that's going to kill me. My immediate reaction is, okay, I know how to fight. I'm probably going to lose this one, but let's at least try to give us a fighting chance. And usually the way I think about fighting isn't the way the game works. And it's the same reason I hate Call of Duty. Because knowing how to fight is exactly what all the fucking people that play Call of Duty complain about in the game. The people who actually understand fighting get shit on. They get called campers. Well, holding tactical pieces of terrain and monopolizing them is how you win a fight, dumbass. Like, who wouldn't camp in a real... It's not a real fight. It's like, yeah, that's why I don't want to play laser tag with your dumbass. Peace. So anyway, does that help add some context to make this stupid shit I'm saying make any more sense? He says you don't roll 30 times when someone pulls a knife on you in an alley. No, when I got a knife pulled on me in an alley, I froze. And I prayed quietly that the kid wasn't going to kill me. And then eventually he let me go. Because I was a kid, I think. I think the reason I got not stabbed that day is because I was a very small child. So no, the time I got held up with a knife in an alley and multiple other kids surrounding me so I couldn't get away. Nope, I didn't roll 30 times. I just looked at the guy and said, I got nothing. Is this the day? Is this when we meet Jesus? 12 or however old I was? I don't remember. Suba says, okay, I got you. What you're saying is if you trained enough to realize what you're capable of in a game, you'd be more willing to get close. I think the opposite of what, unless I'm misunderstanding you, Suba, the opposite of what you just typed there is what I'm thinking. What I'm saying is, if I trained enough to realize what I'm capable of in the game... No, I wouldn't do... Like, there's no training. Like, what I'm saying is I am already trained in a thing called fighting, right? In ways to get tactical advantages on people to beat them in fights. Dark Souls eliminates that shit and creates... It basically gives all of the tactical advantages to your enemy and gives you none. So there's a very specific, obedient path to success that you have to figure out by consistently getting your ass beat by this thing. I would never train you to fight like that. I would say, okay, this is an entrenched target. Here's how we hit. And if you raise your hand and say, hey, Captain Chambers, what if I'm the only guy and I got to face it? Run your black ass off. You're not killing that thing. You see what I'm saying? Like the way, and that's what I'm talking about with the naivety. Only a naive person would think they're even fucking capable of being a half-dead skeleton that can run up to a dragon and do a couple of fucking breakdancing moves and kill it. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. And you have to have that kind of childlike innocence. Let's try shit. Like, I ain't trying a goddamn thing. You just saw that dragon eat somebody? Fuck that dragon. There's got to be a way to go around. The whole game should be about digging a tunnel underneath the fucking dragon. That's what Dark Souls should be. The fuck are we fighting? And so, video games in their need to always create these overly epic events to stroke the goddamn egos of these bored people, it's like that is my beef with that game. Like, it didn't need to be this obtuse, but I get who it's for. It's for the people who like figuring out shit and feeling smart. I ain't that guy. You correct me if I'm wrong, Zuba. Do you like figuring shit out that makes you feel smart? I've been levying that observation at Dark Souls fans forever, but nobody ever challenges me on it. Is that accurate? The dopamine release because you were the one who figured out the thing that, I got a secret that nobody else got? Yeah. Like, no, that thing is 9 feet tall. Why are you fighting it with a stick and 1 potion? Well, because if I roll just the right way toward it, when if I roll toward it, yeah, because that's how you fight. Oh, I mean, you can slip a punch towards somebody, but I'm not slipping a fucking 7-foot buster blade getting swung at me. Like, that's the stupidest shit ever. So, yeah, there you go. Suba says, it sounds like you know your mortality too well to play Souls. Absolutely. Like, if I woke up in the Demon Souls crypt and they said, listen, man, you're the last one left. There's a couple of dragons. There's a 9-foot guy, and his sword is taller than you are. You got to beat all of them. What? Like, you got to beat them all. Hey, I don't really know how to fight with a sword. I mean, literally, this would be me in Dark Souls when they give you the mission. I'd be standing there with my blade like, hey, what's happening? Hey, man, you just woke up? Yeah, I woke up. Hey, listen, everybody's dead. It's you. You got to go through this entire, it's a castle. What the fuck am I doing at a castle? Shut up. It's a castle. You got to walk all the way around. It's like Castlevania. You remember you played, I loved Castlevania. You're not going to love this. It's not Castlevania. Listen, it's a bunch of dragons and shit, and they're really hard to beat. And the first boss in part 3 is he's 9 feet tall, and his sword is taller than you. All right? So here's your sword. Like, hold up, man. This is all I get? And I'm supposed to fight a guy with a 9-foot sword? Hey, and for real, like, I appreciate this katana blade you just gave me, but hey, I was only on the saber team in the army, which means I know how to do a lot of tricks with a blade and, you know, like hold it properly, but I ain't about to square off in no motherfucking Miyamoto Musashi match. And by the way, my saber training was lots of years ago. Like, well, get out there, son. Good luck. And fuck you. Here, take this. We're fucked. No, the end of this game is we're fucked. Go ahead and just pick out your grave plot and lay down. Because we lost that shit. I'm not even bothering. Fuck you. Where's my grave at? Shit, I'm going to go lay down. You know what I mean? Like, that's I think part of my problem, too, is when shit in life doesn't make rational sense, I check out. Unless it's completely absurdist. But you're asking me to accept absurd shit as rational. Like reloading guns, adding realism to a game. I'd love to see anybody who plays Call of Duty and isn't trained in using a weapon actually reload those weapons the way they do in the game. I'd love to see that trick shottery. All right, anyway. Thanks for the rant.
Here you are.
I can't believe it. The legendary water chalice. Take this as a sign of my gratitude.
Oh, no, I did beat the dragon tag. I shot the dragon with a crossbow that I found until he died. I shot him in the tail. I went underneath the bridge and just shot him in the... basically, I think he either fell off the bridge or did something where I realized there was another ledge. And looking up, I could see the dragon's tail. I was like, well, let me take a shot at that. Got the crossbow and just shot arrows at the dragon's tail till it died. That is how a smart person fights. You find a tactical advantage and you exploit it. Like, I was excited that was in the game. I was like, oh, well, maybe the rest of the fights are like, no, none of the fights are like that. All right. I'll go back to solving Zelda puzzles as fights because nerds, I don't know what's going on. This is like combat for fucking calculus students. Can we get some real fighters in here? Yeah, but Suba, you're not mortal, but you're also a piece of shit. You lumber, you don't move with any agility. What's the difference? Like, yeah, I don't actually die, but I'm also incapable of moving and fighting properly. Like, you gave me a 90-year-old's body and said, get out there, son. Like, fuck you. Put the sword down. I'm done. Like, because it's just the game is asking me to accept stupidity. Like, you're 90 years old, you can barely jump, your roll sucks, and everybody's 9 feet taller than you. Go. And it's like, well, just turn in your sword, dude. We're dead. Fuck out of here. Yeah, and so by I feel you postulating the opposite, but no, it wouldn't work. Like you just like you wouldn't train. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, to your point, I guess you're not wrong. Like if fighting like an idiot were actually the conventional way to fight, and that's how we train people to fight, then yeah, I guess I would get used to it. Yeah, but Kaz, in Wolfenstein, at least I have a gun, and I can use cover and concealment and things I know to use how to fight. I can avoid enemy. Like, at least in Wolfenstein, they give you the ability to create tactical advantages. The only tactical advantage in fucking Dark Souls is being willing to do a calculus problem 90 times until you master it. Yeah, fuck that. I would rather master actual calculus than that fucking game. Let's see, Suba says, like you said, in a real life fight, you can size someone up and know what to do. Once you learn the combat mechanics in Bloodborne, you can size up. Yeah, but you're literally, that's the point I'm making. You're literally asking me to unlearn everything I know about conventional, proper, wise fighting to learn some dumbass puzzle system. That's you made my point. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's dumb. It's a dumb way to fight that's like, it's almost like malicious to the player where it's like, we just made this hard for no reason because fuck you. And then, you know, people who love beating the shit out of themselves and self-hatred will beat the shit out of themselves until they master self-hatred. You know, maybe the game is y'all's battle cry against hating self. And it like, is that the 90 fights or how you come out of your cocoon? Is that a metaphor that works for the fans of the game? But yeah, so you're making my point for me, Sue. Like, yeah, if I was willing to unlearn everything I know about fighting properly and learned a dumbass way to fight 9-foot-tall giants with swords bigger than me, sure, you know, with no tactical advantage other than my wits. Like, let me just help all the nerds in here who think you're going to get out of the fucking apocalypse by your wits, because that's who Dark Souls is made for. Just go outside and take a deep breath of whatever's killing everybody, because your wits are going to carry you about 4 hours until the real fucking psychopaths show up. just go outside and get shot when it starts. It's fine. It's fine. When the aliens come, just go outside, take a laser. You're good. Don't try your wits. Dark Souls has not prepared you for the fucking apocalypse, nerds. You're all dying. Yeah, Tag. Most of the fights can be done that way, save for the bosses. The most shitty fights in the game. Yeah, I got you. Anyway, it was a new revelation. I wanted to throw it at you guys and let you tear apart my bullshit. And you did not disappoint. You did not disappoint, man. Thank you. Yeah, like, I just feel like Dark Souls is the nerds' apocalyptic game where it's like, look, we figured out how to take the 20-foot dragon down. Let me help all of y'all out. That 20-foot dragon is going to eat all of your children in front of you. Fuck out of here. And then it's going to eat you, and then it's going to eat the castle and all the other Dark Souls fans. You're dead. Get out of here. All right, anyway. Let's go find Boron. The moron. Oh, well, we have one person that wants to argue. Well, Alyssa, I'll just tell you, Godspeed out there. We're rooting for you. Oh, man. Everybody that is trained in Dark Souls and puzzle solving from Zelda, just Good luck. Matter of fact, with that attitude, let's make her in charge of the army. And send everybody that thinks like her out there first. And then maybe we have a chance to escape while all the crazy people are fighting aliens. All the crazy people that think they can get by on their wits. Alright, now do I need to go up or down is my question. To see this guy. I know not. Cass says, well, it's better to try than to just invite the laser. No, I'm going to say go ahead and invite the laser. It's the joke we used to use in actual combat that says if the enemy, like, because one of the fears we had, and we had a couple of scares in battle, was that our enemy was going to use chemical weapons on us. And, you know, our motto was, listen, if he does, just take your mask off and take a fucking deep breath, because these gas masks don't stop the shit these people use. You might as well just get out there, rip your gas mask. Let's get the torture started. Let's, you know, that was your idea. It was like, if you get hit, just fucking take your mask off and get the fucking death over with. That mask ain't stopping shit. Peace. Just go out there, get a laser in the ass, you'll be good. Let's see, Harley says, since the question of the day was favorite horror movie, what are y'all's favorite horror game? Oh, I didn't answer the question. I guess I should answer my own question, shouldn't I? Harley says, now hear me out, Brian. What if we give the dragons some underripe blueberry? Yeah, matter of fact, Chris, that was Harley. Yeah, great idea. You're in charge of making sure they get there. You're in charge of the dragon blueberry delivery. Good luck. I'm going to make you the captain in charge of that operation. How many men, women, and others do you need to pull it off? Alyssa says, I'm not dumb enough to think fighting is... Oh, no. No, I know that. What I'm trying to get across to you is there is no answer. Them aliens and apocalypse show up, that's your ass. If you're a fan of Dark Souls, but you're not a fan of Dark Souls, so you might survive. Ooh, the original Carrie. That's a good one. Kaz says, and later they find out it was one of the chemicals that the mask do. Yeah, no. Many tests. Remember that scene in Empire Strike? Many Bothans have died to bring us this information. Yes, the Bothans have spoken. That mask is not protecting your ass from that shit. Go outside, take a deep breath. Get them convulsions started. Just in case you didn't know what chemical weapons do to you. It's pretty terrible. They show you videos of it, too. It's like, well, I could have gone my whole life without seeing that shit. Thanks, war. Now you're terrified for the rest of your life. Am I scaring you guys too bad by opening you up to things that I've seen that you probably shouldn't have? Oh, well, you're welcome. You'll be stronger for it. Ooh, Shaun of the Dead is another good one. I watched that with Patrick. He had me watch it. Very good film. If you only have a slim chance, and only if everything goes perfectly, you act as if things will go perfectly, eh? Yeah, well, you're not wrong. Just depends on how you want to go out, I guess. But no, you're right. If I woke up in Dark Souls, I would at least try. But thankfully, I didn't wake up in Dark Souls. I live in a real world where no one asks me to fight 9-foot skeletons with a fucking bone and my wits. Fucking Dark Souls. Bunch of assholes. Making games hard because people are bored. Alright, what do we got? Ursula's in the house. What up? Ooh, favorite horror movie is It. There you go. Elizabeth says, I've been to Hiroshima. It's terrible what can be done to people. Yeah, very much. Very, very much. I'll tell you guys a Hiroshima story on another stream at some point. Remind me to tell that one day. It's a pretty emotional scenario. And it really makes you think about society and our society. And, you know, one humble statement from a human being makes you really think, God, I hope all old people, I hope everybody's this wise when they're as old as this lady who was at the site in Hiroshima. One day I'll tell you all the story of the old lady. Remind me one day to tell you the story of the old lady in Hiroshima. She has blessed my life for many years after hearing about her. Let's see, Taxes, Grave of the Firefly should be considered the best. Dude, I can't watch that shit. I watched the first 10 minutes and I had to turn it off. And I've seen worse on stage in real life and I still couldn't watch that shit. Nope. Just watching tragedies. It's like I already know how this ends. I know what happened. Like I read it. I don't need to watch it too and be sad all day. Fuck out of here. Like people say they don't do horror movies. I don't fuck with tragedies. Like that shit is no thank you. All right, is this Boromir?
Hey, that's my bag.
Yes, your name's written inside.
Someone stole it from me. Was it you?
Me? No. Found it in the swamp. How much will you pay me if I return?
Good insight, Zuba. Thanks for sharing that. That really helps me with my blind spot of assuming it's an ego-driven thing, which it's still driven by ego, but what you're suggesting is it's ego, but potentially in a much more healthy, positive way. Yeah. I'm looking at it from the negative side of ego. But you're kind of looking at it from, well, D equals MC squared. That might be a positive flip side of ego-driven behavior. That's fucking fascinating. See, I love talking to you guys, damn it. Damn, can't nobody else have these conversations? We're having a philosophical discussion about Dark Souls, for Christ's sake. Where does that happen at? Right here. That's right. Yeah, I like that, Suba. And you know, and Suba, I think you may have just cracked why I'm obsessed with this effing game and why I can't shut up about it. Maybe that's it. It has presented a puzzle to me that I couldn't unlock. And the puzzle for me wasn't beating the bosses, it's finding the joy. And I hate losing, so I keep coming back to it because I'm determined to find the joy in Dark Souls because I've tasted it. I've tasted the joy of killing that damn dragon on the bridge. And now you won't let me taste that in other fights. Like, if there was a way to taste that in every fight, shit, Dark Souls would be on my top 10 list. Like, seriously, if you could fight every boss the same way you fight that dragon by intuitively, it's got to be based on intuition, not obtuse fucking 74 trial and errors until I figure out the pattern. But intuitively looking at a tactical situation, sizing it up, and doing business. And that's not true. There's another fight in the game that I intuitively figured out that the answer was not fighting. So there are more battles, obviously, than just the dragon that are really cool in how they present their tactical situations. So let me not paint the picture that everything is this obtuse tactical puzzle. Some of it is very intuitive. And you can, like, oh, if I run here instead of fighting this guy, I can just get past it. Cool. So that level of kind of figuring out what to do by just being smart in your environment, I like. But I think what you've tapped into is there's obviously joy in this game because I've found it. But the joy doesn't outweigh the pain of the obtuse trial and error. And it's like my brain is trying to find a way to get the joy without the obtuseness. And I think that's where my obsession lies, is there's got to be a way to crack this code because I hate losing. I hate letting something like Dark Souls beat me. And I look at this like Dark Souls beat me and damn it, I'm not going to lose. I'm going to come back and win. That's the way. I'm Rocky. In Rocky 4, when Adrian's like, bitch, did you not see that big ass man kill your African ass friend? The dude with the afro is dead from one punch. He's like, I gotta do it, Adrian. I'm a fighter. You know, he's got to take the punches, and if he can die, you can die. It's like his speech that he gave. Like, I'm that dude. He's like, maybe I can't win, Adrian. Maybe all I can do is take everything he's got, right? But to beat me, he's gonna have to kill me. And to kill me, he's going to have the courage to stand in front of me. And to do that, he's got to have the courage to face himself. And I don't think he's ready to do that. Rocky 4 explains my obsession with Dark Souls. We've tied it all together. Thank you, Suba. Great conversation, bro. I can always count on you for that. And Tag and Kaz and everybody else who listened to. Thank you so much. That was dope shit. Tim Curry was the cornerstone of your childhood in horror. Probably why you hate Spider. What was Tim Curry's thing? That name's familiar, but I don't know what he did. Yeah, definitely go to Suba's house. You won't have arachnophobia for more than 5 minutes after he throws all of the tarantulas on top of you and makes you wrestle them. Don't worry, they're playful. Alyssa says, it's amazing how old people can get and never become wise. Can that be a pet peeve? Sure. Well, I think, Alyssa, seriously, for any a human that's paying attention, I think that's everybody's pet peeve, right? Because not getting wise is why people die early. You know what I mean? So it's like we associate not knowing things with death. So of course, somebody who's next to us, like, the one thing that I struggle to be around is conscious, willful incompetence, right? Like, it's one thing if somebody just doesn't know what to do, and that's ignorance. That is not incompetence, right? That's just someone that doesn't know what to do and needs to be educated and trained, right? Like, you guys saw me play football with my son the other day on Madden. We had a great time. He had never done that before, so a lot of my coaching was just showing him, hey, do this. I wasn't trying to explain complex, hey, that's a cover 2 fire zone and trying to use all the football terminology. It's just, all I would teach him is, hey, buddy, if this guy goes here, you go there. And he you know. So, but being around incompetence just makes me rage. And so I try to avoid it. But the reason why being around incompetence makes me rage is the early parts of my adult life and even my adolescence, I was either on teams or doing jobs where the stakes were life and death. You know, like, if we get this wrong. So if you're with somebody who's like, I remember saying, worrying about things like going into combat with the wrong anything. Like, is this person going to get us hurt? Is that person going to do right? You know, but people who you can see are just willfully ignorant and closed-minded. Of course it's a pet. My point is, I think it's a biological pet peeve. I don't think that's psychological. I think at a biological, in your DNA level, we hate seeing people be willfully ignorant and stupid. Because we associate it with, that person is going to get us hurt one day. And I can't be around this. At least that's my personal experience. I don't want to say that's life and that's psychology. That's my personal psychology. But I wonder if you share some of the same. Oh, snap. Turbo Lynn's getting the bachelorette weekend, y'all. Holla. Is the party at Turbo's house this weekend? Come on, y'all. Party at Turbo's. Let's go. Suba says, Bloodborne easy mode. If it's large, get behind it. If it's small, Suba, parry is a cuss word in my family. And then he says, I know you hate parry, but it's the best way to win. Knowing that will get you far. So if it's big, get behind it. So Suba, why does the game obscure that? Like, what is the joy of having to get your ass beat 9 times to figure that out when they could have just... That's where I feel insulted. Like, you're insulting my intelligence to play this game. Like, you could have just made that an intuitive thing. Which, by the way, if you ever see a saber-toothed tiger, don't try to get behind it. Run. God damn it. Stupid-ass-fighting-tactics.com. Oh, man. Tim Curry is Rocky Horror Picture Show. Thank you, Lisa. Ooh, I need to see Home Alone 2 again. We watched Home Alone with the kids earlier this year, kind of before Christmas. And then for Christmas, we watched Rush Hour, and I forgot what else we watched. I was like, my kids are wild. And they all loved it. I was so happy. Even my little ones laughed. I was like, yes, a family movie. We got one. Suba says, I offered B a Sherpa through Bloodborne, but he's too damn stubborn. Well, the truth is you did Sherpa me. But when you tried to coach me through the first boss, and when the thing that actually killed Bloodborne for me, and I don't know if Dark Souls does this, is there's still a margin of error where even after I've done this fight 6 million times, I can still lose it because of some stupid technicality, or this move always hits you and you can't ever dodge it or block. Like, fuck all of that. That's where that game gets too technical for me.
Good.
It's like I'd rather just get better at football
Let's take a look.
than get good at this game.
It's empty. You can forget about gold.
Yeah. Yep, I hear you, Alyssa. 100%. 100%. Super says, I don't see it as an insult. The beginning gives you the basics of attacking, rolling, and parrying. They give you the agency to use the tools how you wish. So I see it exactly opposite as you, it seems. Well, here's where I'm insulted. There is an intuitive way like your instincts would kick in a fight to a degree. Your biological survival instincts would kick in. Dark Souls goes against those instincts, is my point. That's why I said there has to be some naivety to, hey, let's just throw, all of my instincts, DNA, and intuition to the wind and try it this weird way that Dark Souls made it, right? So my intelligence is insulted because you're wasting my fucking time by just obscuring something that isn't natural. It's not intuitive. I would not have thought of it. You just made me take an ass whooping until it retrained my brain to say, well, let me try doing it. Like, basically, get an ass beating trying to do it the right way until the game just beats you enough to say, well, let me try it wrong. And then wrong works. Like, it's almost like, I think if I wanted to be good at Bloodborne, your actual advice should be just forget everything you know about fighting and do the exact opposite of everything you know. That would probably work. That's probably better advice. Yeah, so it's like you insulted my intelligence by saying, hey, there's a trick to this, but we're not going to tell you. You get your ass beat a bunch of times and you figure it out. So the game's 70 hours and it's only a 4-hour game and these idiots are going to play it for 50?
We agreed on gold for the bag.
That's what Dark Souls feels like. That's what I mean by insulting my intelligence.
Pay you double if you bring me its contents.
What was in the bag?
Nordmar Noggenfog. Very fine liquor. In high demand here in the swamp.
I'll obtain the Nordmar Noggenfog for you.
Yeah, now that's not a puzzle, Sue, but that's trial and error. The way dumb people do things. Instead of asking somebody that knows and doing what they did. Let's like, it would be like me trying to start a business without getting any advice from people that have done it before. Let's just launch. Fuck it. And then after it fucks up for 40 years, then it gets to win. Fuck out of here. That's what I mean. It's not a puzzle. It's just a fucking trial and error simulator. It's an obedience trial and error. I think me saying that game is a puzzle is being too kind. It's a trial and error obedience simulator. Puzzle is being... I feel like I've been too kind to the game. It's not a puzzle. Yeah, no doubt, Kaz. I don't know if it's my ego, my pride, or my patience, or all the above, just get hurt with, oh, we made our game require that you read this book before you... Fuck you. I'm not even listening anymore. Out. Like, this is a game, right? Not a PhD course that I'm getting a certification for at the end of it? Okay. Yeah, how about not make me need a guide to play your dumbass game? But that's me. I'm not saying that's right. That's just my personality. I get that I don't represent everybody. And I don't represent anybody. I think I represent me. That's about where that ends. All right, so is this dude walking around? Because I feel like his spot on the map keeps moving. No, we can't walk down there. That's going to be dead. See, what I don't know is he up or down? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's stay up, though, just in case, because I don't want to have to... Hey, empty scrolls, biatch. The elixir of black bile and the water mage. Well, thank you, Kaz, for saying that. That's exactly my point. You're correct. I would read a book before I start a business because the business is inherently going to have a return on investment that makes reading that goddamn book worth it. Bloodborne will not. That is exactly my point with the time wastiness of the game. Thank you, Kaz. You made my point for me. Like, one of these things will pay for houses and kids' shit. One of them will not. So if you're going to ask me to invest that much time, there better be a fucking payoff that's more than just my ego getting stroked. Otherwise, I'll just move on to shit that I can figure out intuitively and enjoy that. And you guys won't have to listen to me bitch about it anymore.
Master Murdarian remains in the sanctuary at present.
How can I get to the sanctuary?
You can't. You're a stranger. Only a member of the Brotherhood of Two Shoe is allowed to step through this door.
The one with the glowing runes?
That's right.
When do you expect Murdarian to go out?
Only the Grand Master himself knows that.
Well then, how can I become a Brotherhood member?
Gilana, the Keeper of the Roots, decides who's granted this honor.
Alright, I wasn't listening to none of that, so hopefully somebody here was. Or not, I don't care. I mean, you probably didn't need to hear it anyway. I do love this tree city, though. I'm a fan. I thought I could get around to that other... maybe not. Well, I guess, first of all, let's just check the map. Yeah, okay, it's outside of town. It's not up here. Should have done that in the first place. Uh-oh. Turbo's cooking. What you cooking, Turbo? What's for dinner? Since the party's at your house tonight, Miss Bachelorette. What are we eating? She's like, we? Fool, you ain't invited. Ain't no we. Stay your black ass at home. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, I think that's my litmus test, Kaz. If book is required to take activity seriously, money better be result of activity. Otherwise, don't include me.
What a surprise.
But, you know, because anybody could just shoot a hole in my argument by saying, well, football is the same way, B. True. If you've never played football and you play for a coach that throws you on the field without telling you how to play football. Like, I think Dark Souls is video games made by abusive parents. I really do believe that. It's like all the abusive parents who beat the shit out of their family, they work at From Software.
You stole the Nordmar Noggin fog from
They seem to like abusing people.
Boss, we had a deal.
Should I tell the Boris about it?
You won't do that, you swine. I'll kill you.
Just you wait.
He says, read book, play. Oh, shit, he wants to fight. I'm trying to have a conversation with Kaz, baby. Punk ass bitch. I'm not dying on this dude. You are outside your mind. You think you about to win this shit, ho. You are not about to... Try something else. Come into this muck and mire, ho. All the muck and mire in your ass. Chris Tucker, bitch. Oh, now you want to put them hands up. Come here, ho. That ain't how we do business.
Enough, boss. Mercy.
Ain't no mercy. Not in two shoe, bitch.
Let's speak of the muck pocket again.
I'm sorry, boss. Really. Here are the bottles.
Well then, we're done.
So anyway, Kaz was saying, read book, play Dark Souls, stream on internet, get money. That is so good. That is such a good comeback to what I said. Kaz with the zinger of the night, calling Brian out on his bullshit. Well done, sir. I enjoy it. Please keep it coming. That was great. All of you guys, man. Oh, Jesus is the Lord of my life, isn't he? I totally forgot to take a break tonight. How long have we been doing this? What time is it? Oh, that's right. I started earlier tonight, so it's not as late as I thought. What's the time hack on our stream, though? Oh, wow. We're already at 2 hours. Oh, fall damage. Oh, I gotta talk to this dude again? Okay. I guess Boron and Joron and... He says steel underwears. Oh, God.
Have you got my Nordmar noggin fog?
Here's your Nordmar noggin fog.
Well done.
Here's your gold.
Word up. It's my gold, ho. My Nor Rockin' Fog. Whatever it's called. Nor Blockin'. I'm still trying to figure out why this map marker is here for no seeming reason. Unless it must be underground, right? Doesn't it have to be like an underground thing? Or is there just something around this tree? Is it the tree? Do I need to shoot a lightning bolt at the tree? I do not know what I did wrong here. But these games, these style games do have a tendency to glitch every once in a while. Alright, let's go ahead and take a break. I want to check and make sure my wife got off to sleep. She was having a migraine, and I wasn't happy about that. Because she and I had a great adventure today looking at houses. We were looking at some new cribs. That was fun. And then we went to lunch at a horrible place that I'll never recommend. She loved